Hi you guys. So obviously this is another video from my computer. You're also like sitting on a pile of pillows on my bed, which is why I'm not straight. But it was the only way I could get up high enough to like show you guys. So obviously I just got back from IMATS. I have things to show you. Yeah. I actually didn't stay as long as I was planning on staying. It's about almost 3 right now, and I just got back to my hotel. Hold on, I'm like grabbing all of the things that I like left. Okay, so I stayed within my budget. I kind of pretty much knew what exactly I wanted, and then there were a couple of things I like left room for my impulse purchases, although I didn't really make any impulse purchases. So yeah, I'll start with the big kahuna. This is my Inglot 40 pan palette. This was the first thing that I did when I walked in the door. I was second in line in this morning, and my hair's like won't stay out of my face. And I did this first. I'm fairly certain that it was 158 pounds for 40 eyeshadows, which is the equivalent of like 6 MAC eyeshadows or something. So I just spent like an hour putting them together, but here it is in all of its glory. I'm going to do a separate post once I get home and have my lighting and HD camera back, and show you guys exactly what colors I got. I wrote them all down as I put them in, except for one that I forgot, but whatever. Okay, also from Inglot, the other thing that they're probably most known for is their gel liners, and I've kind of gone back into a gel liner kick recently. So I picked up 4. This is number 87, and you're really not going to be able to see any of this. But it's a teal. It's like a bright teal. It doesn't look teal on camera because my lighting is shit. But it's a bright teal. And I'm definitely going to love using this in the summer. The formulation of these is amazing. It's so smooth. I swatched them all, and they also like do not come off. I got number 83, which is like a deep indigo. It's like the same color as the Berry M Indigo nail polish. Then I got number 77, which is the black. It's black. This is actually going to show up on camera the right color. Oh, I wonder if I turn these on, if it'll make any difference. Woo! I have these like 2 weird, I guess they're reading lights. Yeah, that didn't really make a difference. Okay, yeah, so that was 77, which is the black. And then the last one is 75, which is a dark purple, but it looks black on camera. This is more just not to show you colors. I figure that I will do reviews of all the stuff that I bought just so that you can have kind of an idea. Then the next thing that I told myself, well, I guess I'll just go in order of where I went. I essentially did not do any like looking around. I found all the places that I knew I wanted to buy stuff from, and I knew were super popular, like Inglot, OCC, Illamasqua, and I went and got those done first before the mayhem started, because this morning it was not busy at all. Like there's probably 4 other people at the Inglot stand with me. So then I went to OCC. And my goal was, sorry, let me fix the boobage. My goal was to pick up 4 of the lip tars from the spring collection, which I have here, and the colors aren't going to be, you're not going to be able to see the colors at all, but I will tell you what they are. This one is Pretty Boy, and it's like a bright pink. Queen, which is like a neon coral color. Divine, which I think is part of the regular line, because we were talking about this. We were like trying to decide whether it was Femme or Divine, but they're like the same color. And then Narcissus, which is like a Barbie doll pink. So I'm really excited about that, especially Queen for spring. I am super excited, but I will do swatches when I get back. Okay, then I went to Ilamasqua, and essentially the way that Ilamasqua, this is like my fastest video ever, what the hell? It's because I haven't tried any of this yet. The Ilamasqua, the way it was set up is they had just a selection of products. They didn't have their full line, and it wasn't like they had their full line discounted or anything like Makeup Forever does. So essentially there was like a variety of products, and they had it set up by color, and it was like blushers, eyeshadows, nail polishes, and lipsticks by color, and everything was £5. And then towards the end they had their sheer foundation, whatever it is, the light liquid foundation for $7.50. Their medium pencils for £2.50, and then a kabuki, which I'll show you. So I picked up 3 nail polishes, which I did not already have. The first one is Propaganda, which is a deep navy blue. Then I picked up Baptiste, which is really well known. It's their purple, and I don't have it for some reason, but it's like a metallic, really pretty purple. And then I picked up Loella, which is a crazy like pastel bright pink, and it's got like a purple opalescence to it, so hopefully that shows up on the nail. Then I got 1 cream blush. They only had 2 blushes in the like entire setup. There was this one, and then there was a blush, like a regular powder blush. Sorry, I have to rearrange. There was a regular powder blush that was red. But this is the cream blush in Sob, which is a very cool toned. It's not nearly as dark or bright. There you go. That's the color. It kind of looks like Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday lipstick in blush. And I'm really liking the like slightly pink cheeks right now, so I'm loving that. And then when I was in Selfridges, I almost bought this brush, and I'm so happy I didn't, because it is 36 pounds, which is like 60 bucks. And they had it at the show for 10 pounds, which is like $13, $15 or something. And it is their Kabuki body brush. This thing is massive. Here's my hand. It's not as big as the NARS Botan, but it's pretty close. And all of their brushes are synthetic and vegan. And this just I could rub this on my face all day. And you'll see, like, this was the day of, like, Kabuki brushes for me. I'm loving Kabuki brushes for, like, everything right now. So, yeah. So that was what I got from Ilamasqua. Let me put this guy back in his little container. Okay. I am actually in the process of changing rooms right now in my hotel because They failed to mention to me last night that I'm on the 3rd floor, and on the 1st floor, so just one floor below me, that the ground floor turns into a damn nightclub at night, and it was Friday night last night, and I got no sleep because, I'm like sitting crooked too. The music started at 10:30 and went until 5 a.m. So I was up all night, and I'm not a light sleeper, but like the glasses on top of my mini bar were shaking. It was so loud. So I don't know what the people below me did, but essentially I called them 3 times last night, and they wouldn't do anything. And they were like, "We can't do anything about it, blah blah blah. We're in the process of soundproofing," was what they kept telling me. Why would you build a club and not soundproof? But enough of that. Anyways, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Oh, I don't know, but whatever. Okay, so then I went to Eve Pearl because I am almost out of my Bobbi Brown creamy corrector. And I don't like the new formulation, so I wanted to try something new. So I picked up the Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer and Treatment in the color Light. It looks like this. Okay, and there's what it looks like. I haven't gotten a chance to try this, obviously. A little teeny bit does go... sorry, those were nail varnishes. Goes a really, really long way. This is a huge thing. This is like twice the size of the Bobbi Brown one. And I ended up paying less. The only thing that I didn't like is that with them, they brought the price list from like IMATS LA or whatever, one of the IMATS in the States, and just charged the same amount in pounds. And the pound to the dollar right now, 1 pound is $1.6. So that's a 60% markup or something. Ridiculous amount more. But whatever, that's Europe for you. So anyways, excuse this nail. It chipped while I was inglotting. So yeah, I'm excited to try this. It is super creamy. And super pigmented. I just like barely swiped it. So I'm really, really excited about this. And it also seems to blend into the skin really well. It also has a skincare benefits to it. So it's supposed to help counteract dark circles and help prevent them in the future or some BS like that. We'll see if it works. Okay, so then I got sucked into the Royal and Langnickel booth, which, if you don't know what it is, it's just a brush company. And they do mostly synthetic brushes, although they have some that are not. But anyways, they were running a promo at the show where all of their kabukis were £6. So I picked up a couple. This is the number 27, and it's a kabuki with like a round head. There's one that was like pointed, but this one is like full. It just has kind of more of like a precision tip. Like it'd be really good for contouring and then buffing out. But I just love these. These are synthetic and it's awesome. These feel like the Sigma brushes. And then I got the 26, which is a mini version of the 27, which I just got this is what I got for contouring. And then the last one I got doesn't have a number. It's this big flat top. I was hoping that this would be, see, it has a lot of give. I was hoping that this would be more dense than it was so that I could buff foundation with it. I mean, I guess I could if I held it like this, but that's kind of pointless. But it'll be really nice for dusting finishing powder on. So I picked up that. Then I went to Makeup Forever because I knew that they were having a discount. And there's been something, I had one of these forever ago and used it non-stop. And then it just disappeared. I think it was in one of my moves. It just kind of like never showed back up. So I picked it up, but it's an expensive item. So I picked it up while I was at the show because it was essentially half the price, 40% off. of their price. So anyways, it's the Flash color case. You guys have seen this. It's all the colors of their Flash, whatever these things are called. Yeah, Flash color. And essentially the Flash colors are like pan sticks of color, but these can be used for everything. Eyeshadow, lips, cream blushes, special effects, correctors. I know people who will use this. It looks way more neon than it is, but use this as their corrector underneath their eyes and then put a concealer on top of it so that it blends in, but it cancels out any of the dark circleness. But, so there's that. And then I guess this was my only compulsive purchase, but there's a company called, I think this is what they're called, although I don't think they're in the program, but it's called Cresty Cosmetics, and it's essentially a semi-permanent eyebrow powder. It stays for up to 48 hours unless you take it off, but you can apparently swim in it and do all kinds of other things. But this is their kit, and they used it, including one of the stencils, on my eyebrows, and they kind of look amazing. I struggle with my eyebrows. I don't know how the fuck to do them. I just kind of do whatever with them. Most of the time, I just throw gel in them. And I was also really surprised with the color she chose, and I'll show you in a second. So this is their... You supposedly get 800 uses out of this because you need so little. Okay, hold on. You get this like useless brush. This isn't even the one that they were using at the show. But then you get 3 of these stencils that I never understood, but she actually did it when she used, she did it on mine. And essentially what you do is you take it and you just, well, you're not even going to be able to see, but you line it up so that most of your hairs are inside, and then you take the powder on a brush and you just go back and forth all the way through it, and it kind of like fixes it. Yeah, so there's 3 stencils, which you can't see because they're see-through. And then there is a brow powder, and that's what I'm about to show you. And it is, she put me in the color charcoal. Now, anytime anybody tried to sell me something in the color charcoal, I would have told them that they were fucking crazy. But here's what she was telling me, and it actually kind of makes sense. If you think about a lot of brow products, they tend to run on the warm side. So, like, when you look at blonde eyebrow powders, for the most part, they're warm blondes. I am obviously not a warm blonde. I'm a cool, almost platinum blonde, and my natural hair is not warm either. I have really ashy tones in my hair. So, this is charcoal. It's a lot lighter, yeah. That's what it looks like. It's like a charcoal gray, but it's super, ooh, this has a weird texture to it. It almost gets like, how weird. Anyways, it's sheer. But it just defined my brows perfectly. I'm kind of obsessed. So, I picked up that. Is that it? Oh, and then when you purchased the, like, set, you got something called the Cresty Cosmetics Magic Pencils, which are eyeliners, essentially. But you're supposed to be able, you're not supposed to. They tell you you can use them on anything. They have sharpeners built in. I have no idea what the pigmentation is like or anything on these, but this one's black, and there is a dark brown. These are supposed to be like semi-permanent, like you put them on and they don't come off until you take them off with makeup remover. and a pearl white, and a silver, and a gold. So we'll see if those are any good. So that was my IMATS haul. And yep. Leave me a comment below and tell me, obviously I'm going to do the ink lot. That's going to be a totally different one. But let me know what you guys want reviewed, because I will kind of go by what you guys want as far as that goes. So yeah, just let me know. As usual, it's good to see you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.